What's good, everybody? It's your girl Jelly Bean back in the house. We're back with Music Pod, and today I have a special guest named Rilley on the show. How you doing, Rilley?
What is going on, everybody? Good to see you. Good to be here.
Yes, we're glad to have you here. I'm so excited for this episode, guys. You don't even know. We're going to be getting more into Rilley and her musical journey that she's been on for a while now, and right now, I just want to go ahead and play this song that she recommended. Tessa Talks the World. We'll be back after this, guys. Welcome back, music podcasters. I'm your host, Jelly Bean, back here with Rilley in the house. Woo-hoo. How's it going, Rilley?
It's going good. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful, and I'm so glad that you were able to make it here back on Music Pod. Hopefully we can have you here more often.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Rilley. So we definitely want to know, we just want to know more about you and, those songs. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and follow Instagram, and you probably see, or YouTube, you will see the videos that we posted out there. The song 333 that me and Rilley had did, and the fans really wanted to know more of the story behind that song. Like, what was your inspiration to make a song like that?
So 333 is obviously a very symbolic number. It's an angel number. Signifies change and growth and development. That song for me was really personal. It was a way for me to express my emotions that I was feeling at the time. The song itself is a lot different than anything I've done in the past, just sonically. It's definitely more aggressive than I usually do, more in your face, more out there, more direct of an approach, which I like. It allows me as a musician to evolve more and step out of my comfort zone instead of just doing the same old thing. So it's nice having something that's a change of pace.
Most definitely. I definitely feel like that song was more of a I wouldn't say harsher, but like a more aggressive you. And I feel like it's good to see kind of that side of you, of like something that you're really passionate about, and letting the people know. Who inspired you? Like, what artists have you listened to that done that type of music that motivates you to do that type of song?
Well, my biggest inspiration is Tessa Talks. Tessa Talks is an independent artist from Seattle who I have loved and whose music I've been in love with since I was 15 years old. She actually inspired me to start writing. She's the reason for my first ever mixtape. Started writing after I heard STFD, which was one of her first singles. It's one of her earlier works. Camila Cabello is a huge inspiration for me vocally. The way that she can change her voice and the way that she can just adapt to any song, I think, is beautiful. MGK is a huge inspiration for me, rap-wise. He's definitely inspired me a lot with my tone, my flow, just my cadences. He's a great artist. Banks is another incredible one. She does more R&B, more of slow pace, kind of Sade vibes, more relaxed and down tempo. But they make beautiful music, and they definitely inspired me a lot to, grow into the type of artist that I am nowadays, and to, figure out my sound and my inspiration.
That's great. You were mentioning Tessa Talks in there. That's a song that you recommended to play as one of the first songs that we played here today on Music Pod. Can you tell me more about that song that we just played, and what is that song about? What does it mean to you, and why did you pick that song?
So that song, it's called The World. That song I have always felt was really beautiful. She talks about being human and the struggles that we all go through, And, you know, times are changing nowadays. It's not the same as it was 15, 20 years ago. You know, life is different. The world is different. Our state is different nowadays. And just talking about connecting to your humanity and, you know, letting yourself feel whatever emotions you're going to feel, going through the motions of being human, whether you're falling in love or you're grieving someone or you just lost someone or you are going through new experiences in life. It's really just a song for when you need to be reminded that things are going to be okay, is one of the main things that I take away from that song, which is why I love it so much. She's an incredible artist, very huge inspiration to me. I am so grateful for her, and I think she did an incredible job.
Have you ever like seen anybody like or met one of your big idols like in person?
Mm-hmm. I did get a chance to meet Tessa. I met her when she came down. She did a show with Mo. I don't know if you remember the song Lean On, the really popular YouTube song. The singer who did that, she did a tour with her, and she was an opener. She performed down here in Janice Live downtown. Got a chance to meet her. She is the sweetest, most loveliest person. It was incredible meeting her. She's an absolute sweetheart, so inspirational, so helpful, so willing to give me advice because I was still new at the time in the music scene. I had a chance to meet the drummer for Paramore at one point. I got to meet him when I was about 16, 17. He was lovely. Got to see Taylor and Haley and everything. That was great. I've seen Banks and Lauren Haregi. I've seen them. But Tessa was the main one that I've met so far, and she absolutely killed it at her show. If you ever get a chance to meet her, you get a chance to see her, I would highly recommend it.
Yeah, I would definitely would want to go to a more like shows like and stuff like that, and that's what I really like that people know about is like upcoming shows that are going on, but it just lets people know about what's going on and stuff, and like so I know when the shows are coming up. It's just a matter of like me taking off work and stuff, so really get to do that kind of stuff. And do you plan on like seeing anybody else? Is there somebody, some other idol that you really want to like meet?
I would really, really love to meet Ash Nico. I don't know if you know her.
Ash Nico.
Yeah, Ash Nico.
Maybe, possibly.
She's the one who sings "Stupid Boy" with Baby
Stupid
Tate.
Boy. Baby Tate.
Yeah, that song. I don't know if you remember.
Oh
it.
yeah. I do know that song. Yes.
I love her sound and just her style. She's so cool and just not afraid to do whatever she wants. I mean, any style that she has an idea of, she can pull it off. I've seen her go from basic kind of pop looks to completely out there, like Lady Gaga style type outfits. She's incredible. I would love to meet her or work with her, just collab with her in general if it was possible. I would love her. And Hayley Williams from Paramore would be
Hayley Williams. Paramore?
From Paramore.
Oh, okay,
She'd be incredible. I would give a left arm to meet her. I love her so much. She's incredible. Oh my goodness.
Would you sell one of your body parts just to
her? I would. Probably my kidney just to meet Hayley for like 20 minutes. I probably would. Yeah.
Whoever needs a kidney, shout out to hit up Rilley. so
yeah, just let me know.
Idol.
If you got any tickets, just let me know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below. So is have you so when you were talking about earlier talking about when you were first starting out and stuff, and you didn't really know a whole bunch of people, but kind of like asked around and stuff. How was it when you first started doing music versus like how it is now doing music? How has it changed?
You mean like me personally, or like the
like both, like the your personal like of like how you do it, how long it takes you, and like the systems that you use?
Well, personally for me, because I started writing and rapping when I was 8 years old. I got introduced to it in elementary school and just fell in love with it. And it was never anything serious. It was words on paper from when I was about 8 years old to when I was 17. And I had a homeroom teacher. Shout out to Mr. Alfred. King High School had a teacher there who had a recording studio in his storage closet. So every other day after lunch, I would go and record in the storage closet. It was my first ever demos, like 3 demos, covers of songs, like Drake songs and covers of that, and record that. And that was my first introduction into a studio. And then gradually, as I got older, I started writing more and more, getting things together and developing. And then I want to say I started recording and mixing and mastering myself when I turned about 19. I want to say 19, 20 years old. But that's just personally. But I mean, the game has changed in so many ways. There's so many new artists out there. There's such a variety nowadays of music. Not even just in rap, just in general. Music in general has evolved and changed. And I feel like we're in a time right now musically where people are a lot more open to being themselves and to be outspoken. And, you know, it's not like 20 years ago where rap was just, you know, you talked about the same things over and over. It's different now. There's a lot more
to talk about now.
A lot more topics, I agree. A lot more things, a lot more mental health conversations, which I really like. A lot more conversation about their struggles. I know NF is a great example of that. NF is great.
Yeah, he's about to perform here.
MGK is another great example. He does great work.
They kind of show their soft side a little bit, and like their genuine side, and like they're more like show more emotions now than they did before,
which I think is very important, especially you know, with mental health and me being such an advocate for the community. You know, being able to express yourself, especially in this genre. Rap is a very tough, very, I want to say, almost secluded genre of music. There's a lot of expectations, and there's a certain lifestyle and certain looks or certain clothes that you can wear, you know, that'll benefit you. But rap, I feel like, has really developed nowadays. It's definitely not as closed off as it was, which is a blessing.
Yeah, it's definitely a blessing that now that we're able to talk about that kind of stuff more. People are more open to it, and people more open about stuff like sexuality and just emotions and stuff like that more. I wish some people would talk more about like the government and politics in a way, because like there's a lot of political issues within the world, and the world does not want to talk about politics. It's like as soon as they hear politics, oh, let me turn this off. Like I don't want to hear that. Like no. Like or same thing with like with religion. Like nobody talks about politics, nobody talks about religion anymore. It's banned from school. Like you can't even talk about it from school. Like
it is,
like you can't even like go, and it's like this is stuff that we kind of like we need to know about, we need to learn about, especially when we're young, and you know we learn more about what's really going on. And of course, like the young ones can't really make a change because they don't really have a voice in the system. But you know, if you start teaching that person from a young age, they'll grow up to have a voice and actually like say some things that you know are actually wrong. Kind of like your song 333. It's like you know, it's like actually pointing out some things that's actually wrong with the world. And I played that song to a few people and actually opened a few people's eyes and was like, wow, like she's talking about real like stuff that's going on. And it's like, damn, like you don't like really hear that a whole lot. Like like all the top #1 tracks, like top 20s and stuff like that, weekly bangers, whatever. It's like all you hear is about money's, girls, da 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 da.
Yeah, cars,
it's like,
clothes,
oh, cars, happy, lemon cars, da da da.
Which is frustrating for me to see just as a musician, because I know that the genre is so much more than that.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating, because I hear a lot of people, which is the point of the song, which is why I wrote it, was to create a conversation and to create that sort of discourse. Whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me, either way, I'm just trying to start a conversation. Whether you hate it or you like it, as long as I made you feel something, that's fine with me. But definitely it's stuff that needs to be spoken about, not even just for the sake of the genre, but for the sake of yourself, you know, being true to yourself and speaking on the things that you want to speak on, and not feeling pressure to just do something because other people are going to like it, or because it's going to be popular, or it's going to get you a hit song, whatever that means, you know, or get you 1,000 plays on the radio. Because, you know, you can go around all day making hits, but if you're not talking about anything meaningful, then what's the point?
Yeah, for sure. It's like definitely like some people, they put their message out there. One one of the jobs that I kind of liked, but it was all right for me. I thought I was expecting more from it a little bit. Was the MGK and Trippie Redd album that they released a few months ago. So
Great album.
Yeah, I do like that album a lot. They do speak a lot about mental health in there. Although it's just like, to see people like that, it's like you would think that they're always happy, but they're not. They're not always happy, and it's like,
yeah, which is something I've had to learn as an artist, especially being an independent artist, because I don't have a label, I don't have a manager, just me, myself, and I. And just learning, that no matter how great the grass looks and how green the grass looks on the other side, it's not always. I've had a lot of struggles where I've been even jealous of my idols, I want to say, in a way, because they're doing all these cool things, and they're doing music videos and photo shoots, and they're performing and doing all of these things that I would like to do.
It took time to get up there, though. If you really, they probably had to go through the same thing.
It definitely took time. I mean, nobody started out as a star. Everyone's worked from somewhere. Tessa Talks, she has been around since I was 15. She is still independent. She's been independent for years. MGK, he does whatever he wants when he wants to, which I love so much. And that album that he made, I think, really talked about a lot of things that needed to be addressed. Obviously, you can't have the perfect album. You're never going to satisfy everyone when you release a body of work. But I think as long as your intentions are good and your heart's in the right place, and you're at least trying to create some sort of a discussion, then you're on the right track. That's all you need to worry about.
Yeah, as long as you stay on that track of doing the right things, what you need to do. I definitely want to get back into more about learning about you and about the first. I remember when you were like, you said that you were younger, like about like 8 years old, like writing and stuff. Did you like? I know you obviously put yourself into it, but did anybody influence you, that any people around you, to like push you to start writing music?
Well, my friends and my family have always been very encouraging. And before my mom passed away, she was very, very encouraging for me. I was lucky enough to have a supportive family and friends like Danny, Savannah, and Liana are my top 3. I love them with all my heart. They have never once told me I couldn't do it, or that I wasn't going to make anything happen. They believed in me since day one. And having a support team around you was important, especially in the music world, especially in rap. In this genre of music, you need all the support you can get, because it is a rough and a competitive genre, and you are going to have a lot of pressure put on you to do well and to succeed, whether that comes from yourself or from others around you or from a label, whatever that may be. But definitely, I think I always knew I was going to do music. Like, I always knew that I wanted to be a musician, even since I was 8. Like, the second I wrote those first words on that page, I knew that this was what I was in love with and what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. It's just a matter of commitment, knowing if this is really for you or not. Understanding that you're going to have to make sacrifices, and it's not going to be an easy journey. But if it was easy, then everyone would be doing it, right? And everybody would be a star, and everyone would be the next MGK or, Billie Eilish or, Green Day or whoever.
Take practice.
Yeah, they'd be the next big star. So it takes practice for sure.
What's one of your besides Tesla Talks? What's you mentioned MGK? What song is like one of your favorites?
From MGK, I would say Round Here was really influential for me when I was younger. That song,
Around Here?
Round Here.
Round Here?
Yeah, by MGK. That song talks a lot about just his neighborhood, his experiences growing up, his struggles, what he was going through. That's a good one. No Doubt by Camila Cabello is a beautiful song vocally. Sometimes when I listen to music, I don't always listen to it for inspiration necessarily, more of just to open my mind creatively. So I'll listen to a lot of singers, even though I'm not personally a singer myself, just to learn sonically ways that I can change my voice and, melodically what I can do and what I'm capable of. So I think if you are a musician, it's definitely good to put yourself out there and to expand your horizons with what you're listening to. I would say don't just listen to one genre. Definitely pick and choose.
Yeah, you definitely. That's why, here on Music Pod, I like to talk about a variety of genres of music. Like one episode will be about rap, one episode would be about country music. It just depends on what's going around during that week is what we'll be talking about. Later on, I want to definitely get into more about your favorite songs that you've made and some other artists, and just get to know you a little bit more on the personal side, and really talk about some more things that are coming up this week. Some definitely a lot of exciting events going on and shows, and I feel like you would definitely be an interest in these shows, and you can share your experience here. The fans love it. The fans love you when you're here.
I love them
obviously
too.
They just be all right, guys, we'll be right back after this. Good, everybody. Welcome back to Music Pod.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm your host, Jelly Bean, here with Riley.
What's up?
The fans love me.
I love them too.
We're going crazy over here. All right, guys. Let's get back into it.
Woo.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So Riley, we wanted to talk more about your music. That you said that you released a mixtape before, and you said that it was like 3 songs put together. Was that your first mixtape that you made?
Yeah, Momento Verde was my very first. I wouldn't even necessarily know if I can call it a mixtape. It's technically like a demo track, but it was an experimental track, so it's 3 songs put into one. But it is, I would say, my most popular. It's definitely done the best out of all my tracks. I'm very, very proud of it. I released that when I was around 19, so that was my first ever release, was Memento Verde.
When you were 19, your first ever
Mixed
release.
it and mastered it myself. So did all of it myself, promoted it myself. Did the
So
whole
like
thing
full profit money towards you, basically. If you were making profit.
If I was making profit, I would have made something. But no, I did the whole project for free. Did it by myself. Got it done within 3 months.
3 months?
3 months.
So it took you, how long would it take you to make one song?
If it's a good day, it'll take about a week. It takes me about 2 days to record. It takes me 3 or 4 to write the actual song. Do all them
takes and retake.
Yeah, retakes for sure. 1,000 of those. The mixing itself takes about 6 hours if I'm doing good. If I'm lucky and it's an easier song and it's a really short one, it takes maybe 3 hours, 4. And the mastering itself is what takes longest, and that takes about almost a week.
Do you feel like you're more, you feel better about it? Do you feel like you know more of what you're doing now? Do you do it a lot faster than when you first did it?
I definitely think it's a process. It's like anything, practice makes perfect. It's definitely taken me a lot longer. So now I want to say a song might take me maybe about 5 days, so a little bit less than a week now, I want to say. But it's an acquired process. I didn't start out knowing everything in the business, and I didn't go to school for mastering or music production or anything, so I do everything myself, and I learn as I go. But I'd recommend any artist who's independent. If you're out there and you're listening and you're struggling and you're in the same boat I'm in, just keep working. Just keep mixing and mastering. YouTube is a great resource. It's free. Yeah. There's plenty of videos on there that can show you how to do it. There's tutorials. Software is great. FL Studios is incredible. I use that for the majority of my software, and that's pretty great. And it's very simple software, too.
Love FL Studios.
Yeah, I think as long as you're taking your time and you're just practicing, like even if you just go and you don't even make a song and you're just messing around with the equipment and the tools that you have and just learning about each tool, that's another great way to do it. So just practice, and it'll be great.
That was actually the next thing I was going to ask you. What was some advice that you would give to people who are just starting in the music business? Is there any other advice that you would like to give to people in the music business just starting out?
If you love this, don't let it go. Make sure that this is for you, and make sure that you're really committed to this if this is the career for you, because like I said, this is a very competitive genre and a very brutal genre, and it's not very friendly, and it's gradually opening up more, but it's going to take a lot more people and a lot more work, I think, to get to where we need to be. But just keep up the hard work. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. If you have a support team, reach out to them, let them hype you up, let them gas you up, tell you everything's great.
Important to network for people that, that mess with you and your music, that do the same type of you, that are in your area.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources down here, especially in the Tampa area. Dignitary Cafe is a great resource. I don't know if anyone's heard of it, but Dignitary Cafe has open mics. Open mics I believe every Friday or every other Friday. They have open mics, which is great for new performers. If you want to get out there and, practice your microphone skills, you can get out there. It'll be great. There's lots of options. There's this radio station, which I think is great. It's a great opportunity for a lot of people to get out there.
Shout out to HCC.
It's definitely good. Shout out to HCC.
Yeah, for real. For actually letting us put together this show and putting out all the information that you guys need to know in the music world. And speaking about performing, we were wondering, when will you be performing? Do you plan on performing? Or
I am planning on it. I'm working on it.
I
have some things lined up for this year that I'm trying to get accomplished. I know Dignitary is going to be one of the places that I go to perform. So keep an eye on my social media. I'll be posting more updates on that. But I definitely am looking to performing this year. I'm going to see what I can do. I don't want to spoil anything, though, so I won't get into it too much. But I have some plans in the works.
Real quick, what's your Instagram so the people know?
My Instagram it's 2 L's, RILLEY fam, Rilley fam.
Rilley fam, everybody. Shouts to Rilley fam. We here at Music Pod. And Rilley, real quick, we want to get more back into your music that you were talking about, your releases and stuff. And shout outs to the song Die that we're gonna be doing next Monday, everybody. So next Monday, go ahead and you go follow and subscribe to Jelly Media Production on YouTube, as well as Rilley Fam on YouTube. Right? It's Rilley Fam.
It's Riley Lee. So
it's Riley Lee.
Yeah. Riley.
Okay, Riley Lee on Instagram. Rilley Fam on. No, wait, I just got that backwards. It's my fault. My fault. Okay.
Riley Fam on Instagram.
Yeah. Riley Lee on YouTube.
Yep.
You guys can go ahead and check out our music video. Next Monday, we're going to be posting the music video, if everything goes well in that. And we just want to know, so what have you released that song yet or no? The songs.
That song, it is recorded.
It's recorded.
I'm waiting for the music video to release it, but it is coming very soon.
Okay. I just want to know if they knew about it, that if it was out yet.
I don't know if anyone knows about it yet. I've been kind of keeping that one quiet for a little bit. I've been keeping it in my back pocket.
It's all right. We can keep it quiet, but now we can tell them about it. Now we just told y'all about
Cat's out
the
of the bag.
upcoming music video. Okay, yeah.
Guys,
the cat die is out of the bag. So, I definitely so let's get back into more into to your other music that's been popping right now. I know you have The Matrix, The Bends, Ghost, and some other songs that are actually doing really well right now.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of good feedback from them. I'm very grateful. Even, I always told people when I first started this, even if I get one play on a song and it inspired someone or made someone feel something, that's really all I need. So the fact that it's done as well as it has is incredible to me, and I'm very grateful. And with all these new plans I have coming up, I'm grateful to see where else I can take it, and if I can take it to the next level.
Yeah, we definitely want to see you taking that to the next level of like performing and selling out tickets and merchandise, and I can definitely see you doing that type of stuff and really building yourself up from there. And yeah, we just wanted to share some of that with you, some of the things that that you're doing. Besides the song Die, is there any other like upcoming songs that you think you're gonna do and like release?
So I actually have an album that I am working on this year. That
an album.
It's an album.
An album.
My first ever album. My first ever full-length album. It is called Dharmapala, which is inspired by Buddhism. It's a long story to get into with the title of the name. I'll get into it with you later. But great just body of work. I'm so excited to be able to work on it and release it and get it out there. I'm aiming to have it released by the end of this year, the beginning of next year at the latest. So I am very, very, very excited to show you all what I'm working on.
We're all very excited to hear what you have in store for us. As you see, the fans are going crazy over it. They are excited.
Woo!
They are excited just as much as we are. We hear. Okay, guys. It's time to calm down. Okay, so yeah, we're very excited to hear those new drops that you're doing, and you mentioned that we can follow you on Instagram and YouTube to look out for those type of drops that are coming up. So you're saying The Matrix. You said that was one of your favorite. That was one of your favorite songs that you did.
That's an older one.
It's an older one,
but it's very, very good. I'm very, very proud of it.
So why are you so like? Why is this one of your top favorites?
Matrix was honestly one of the funner songs to make. The story behind it is kind of like any other story with my songs. I just felt inspired and wrote what I was feeling at the time. There's not really a specific story with that one. But man, there was something about that track that was just so fun to do, and it was so different and out there. That was when I had first started recording, so I was around 19 or 20 at the time when that one came out. And it was a blast. I love being able to work on music where you even forget that you're supposed to release it because you're just so excited listening to it that you just listen to it over and over and over like it's someone else's song. So I love that song so much. And it's done so well. The fans, my supporters really seem to love it, and I'm grateful for it. They seem like they're really receptive to it and that they like to hear it. So I guess I'll keep doing what I'm doing.
Do you plan on like doing? I definitely feel like we should do like CDs and stuff like that, and like CDs are coming back a little bit. So I definitely feel like we can definitely put all your like songs on like a CD.
Yeah.
Maybe not all of them, but majority of them. You know what I'm saying? Put them on a CD, especially like the music video. Put that like make that into like a little short clip.
Yep, and I'm working on merch this year too, so I'll have that.
Merch alert!
So I got a whole bunch of plans coming up this
merch
year.
Alert! They like merch.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
I like it too.
Yeah. I can't say certain names around them. I can't say certain. Then they'll start going crazy people. Then they won't shut up. So let's calm down just a little bit, guys. So back here, Music Pod again. Show's about to end in a little bit, but thank you so much, Riley, for being here. But
thank you for having me.
We're not done just yet, though. We have a little bit more time. We have about a couple more minutes left, and I just really want to get into like more about you and the other songs, the other song that you had mentioned. You mentioned Ben's, right? So what's the story more about behind that song?
That's so I know the title probably seems really funny, you know, because like it seems like a classic rap title. You know, it's flashy and everything, and it's just it was, I don't know, it was one of those things where when I was writing it, it was just a fun song to make. I didn't really have any specific topic at the time. It was definitely a way for me to just express myself lyrically. I like challenging myself when it comes to writing, so I'll write songs that are incredibly hard to perform, just to challenge myself and to see what I can do, whether it be a fast track or something really intense, you know, or if it's breathing wise, you know, because not everybody realizes when you're a musician, you have to have breath control, you know, when you're performing and when you're recording and everything like that. Not many people realize that. So I'll challenge myself with that and see how far I can go with my breathing and everything. So it's just little stuff like that no one would even think of that I do, just to try to slowly improve myself as a performer, a writer, a musician in general, producer. You know, I just try to better myself in any way possible with all of those factors.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely one of those fields where it's like, you think it looks all easy, but then when you go and do it, it's like, damn, you be like out of breath.
Yeah, and like I said, it's the little things that people don't even think of that you have to practice and that you have to work on. The little small details are what's going to take you far.
Yeah, that's how I feel like sometimes with like skateboarding. It's like,
I skate too. Yeah, I get.
It's like, yeah, I got this. It's like so easy. When you go do it, I'm like, damn, it's not actually all that easy.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah, same thing pretty much with music. You know, you have so many songs that, you know, that they'll let you play or whatever, and, you know, and it's like sometimes in the way you edit it, you know, it might be, you might edit it a little faster than what actually you're saying it, and I know some artists, they do it like piece by piece, and like put it together, and then when they go to perform it, and it's like the only part you like say partial of the words, and it's like some people they won't even say like the after words because it's like they're so out of breath.
Yeah.
Or that, or they know it, or the crowd knows it, or.
Yeah, there's definitely tricks. Like there's things you can do. Like me, for example, like I have asthma, so I have to work basically twice as hard performance-wise to be able to be at the same standard as like someone else who wouldn't have that, just because, you know, it's such a physical thing to perform, and even recording. Not many people think about that.
Yeah.
Recording takes so much energy.
Yeah, using your lungs,
because you have to, you know, breathe, and you're using your lungs, and you're using your whole body, and you're using your spirit, you know, for the energy and the emotion of the song. So it's definitely, it gets exhausting, but it's worth it. I think, especially for the musicians out there who listen to this and are probably thinking to themselves, holy crap, this sounds like so much work. It's worth it. It sounds like
it's
a lot,
worth it,
but once you get into the process and you practice it and you have a routine down, it's really not that bad.
So that like asthma like really affects you when you're performing and recording. What's some advice that you would give to somebody who's trying to make music but is struggling with asthma?
Cardio.
Cardio
is your best.
Do cardio.
Strengthening your lungs. Because, you know, not many, I feel like musicians talk about their health problems nowadays, you know. It's always the flashy and how healthy they are and they're happy and they got all the money and the clothes and the cars and everything. But no one ever talks about, like, health in the music industry for some reason, which I'm not sure why, but I will. If no one else will do it, I'll do it. But, you know, practicing, learning when to breathe during a song, practicing your breath control while recording, learning what specific parts to breathe on and how to hold your breath and how to extend your lungs and open up your diaphragm and everything like that. So definitely, if you're struggling with any form of health problems, be it asthma, be it depression, anxiety, whatever you're struggling with, as long as you're taking it one step at a time and you're just doing the best you can, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, just take one breath at a time and
Literally, one breath at a time. Literally.
yeah, literally take one breath at a time and
Yeah.
just breathe in and out. And do you do any like vocalist exercises or breathing exercises before?
I do. I always tell people I'm a rapper, but I train like a singer.
Mm-hmm.
I also find that for me, it even helps my recording just in general, practicing more vocally and singing and stuff like that. It gives me better range in my voice for rap. And also, some of my songs have singing in it in general. Obviously, I'm not Sade, I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not Beyonce, but I think it's important to try new things with your music and to create a new sound if you're able to. Even if you're not perfect at it or it's not the best thing in the world, do something different, switch it up, challenge yourself, see what you're capable of. So yeah, I practice like a vocalist, and vocal warm-ups. Vocal rest is a huge thing. If you're gonna record the day before, you gotta rest your voice. Hot tea is my best friend.
Me too. Hot tea. Love me some hot tea.
Peppermint tea with some honey in it is
a
lifesaver.
Oh yes,
it's delicious.
Yes, like that. Yeah, peppermint tea, or remember the cool mint tea with some honey.
That one's good too.
I used to have that all the time. I still make tea in the morning, although like I like my tea on ice, so I gotta put ice on it. Yeah, sometimes I do warm tea, but I don't really like to do all warm tea like that.
I don't like cold tea.
Yeah, I can't do hot tea because if it's like I can, but if it's like too hot where it's like burning on the inside of my mouth,
then
it's like it's too hot.
I feel like it's worth it.
You think it's worth it?
Yeah, it's good. It's worth it.
No, I had some hot tea this morning, and like now my skin is peeling off my off the roof of my tongue. off the roof of my mouth is like my skin is peeling on the side.
We'll get you some ice chips. We'll get you some water.
I know. So now I have like the whole right side of my mouth has like peeled off. That's how bad it was.
You gotta be careful.
That's what I was saying. Like, I like hot tea, but not super hot tea, like 3rd-degree burns type of tea. Like that's just
to each their own, I guess. But
yeah. Thank you so much, Riley, for being on Music Pod. We really appreciate you here. And again, you are welcome back anytime. The fans love you. They're cheering for you. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next Monday on Music Pod with Jelly Bean.
All right, y'all.
Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.